This here, my pump would shit itself the other day. I will show how. I could just throw it. I got two new ones, but I'm not. I'm going to see if I can save it again. First thing you do, there's a bottom bit. If your pump's not working, yeah, take off this bottom bit here. Who's got one of the? Who's got one of these pumps knows about that? It comes off. You press this and that. Put that aside. Under here, get a matchstick or something resembling a match, not a nail. Don't get a nail. Here, I have a sliver of wood. Get this piece of wood, like not too skinny or snap. What you want to see, does the motor actually turn? Under here is the impeller. Who can see that? Under there, that's the impeller. It should be able to turn this way or that way. One way, the other way. Mine can turn. There is a bit of resistance there, but it's easier to turn it that way for some reason. That's the way of rotation anyway. Anyway, so first, so it's not jammed. Okay, so it's not jammed. Because if rocks get in, they jam. They could jam in the impeller and this and that. So that's not my problem. Now let's check, does this motor turn now? I'll put it down sideways. No, I'll leave it up. Okay, so it's not turning. But if I give it a kickstart, if you put a nail in there, it'll get caught and you'll destroy everything. If you put a bit of wood, hopefully the wood will snap before your fingers do. There we go. I'm scared. I didn't want to have a rock in my eye, even though I've got glasses. So now it's turning. Stop. Now it's stopped again. It won't start. Once it starts, you're fine. Oh, oi, see? This tried to get jammed again. Take it off. Now it's working. Now it's working. Now it's working. 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 Not working. Give it a bit of a kick. Hey, kickstart. Working. 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 Yep. 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 Not working. That means we have a poor contact on the commutator. I already repaired that once on previous occasion, or twice, or once. Twice because I didn't fix it properly the first time. Or you can throw it away and buy another one, 20 something bucks, 30 bucks, whatever. But if you don't want to put 30 bucks and you've got plenty of spare time, I mean, if it's broken, it's broken, but you might be able to save it. The two wires from the battery goes through here. What you need to do, this is all glued on this unit anyway, most of them are. You need to hacksaw from the very top down about, well, not quite as low as this rubber thing here. I've already cut that off. Once you do cut that off, you get your and then when you finish repairing, you put it back together. You silicon it, the lid back on, because you don't want water getting in there. I did get water back in mine. Yeah, it's soaking wet. I didn't silicon it properly. But anyway, so mine came off with a knife. Yours won't. Yours will have to come off with a hacksaw, whatever the thickness of that is. You don't want to go any. You want to cut it as minimum as you can. Look at the water pissing out of there. That shouldn't be in that section. That's the motor section. It's supposed to be a rubber seal down there to stop it getting in this section. I don't know whether it got past my seal or I didn't put enough silicon and it got through the. So, or you can just throw it, like I said, you can just throw it away and buy another one. Who couldn't be stuffed? But I learned not to throw nothing away, even though I got 2 brand new ones. It's not, and heaps of money in the bank to buy a new one if I didn't have. But I like to fix it. So anyway, later I'll be cleaning up this silicon like that and like that. I won't waste your time. I'll get a Phillips screwdriver now. I've done this on a previous occasion under bilge pumps. If you go to my videos section of my screwdriver. I better get some more stuff. A small hammer. What was the other thing? It was maybe this. A pair of long nose pliers. I grab this. You need what you need, and you use what you got. What I do is undoing this screw. This plate holds the motor in. Oh, mate. Okay. Comes off. Another screw there. That comes off. Hopefully yours isn't full of water. If yours is full of water, you might be in trouble. Now I need a nail, which I'll be using as a punch. I normally have something here. Here we go. Now, the impeller is a tight fit on the shaft. The shaft is like a moon shape. When you look at the shaft end on, it's like a moon shape, and the motor is a matching moon shape. Now, so what you need to do is get 2 pieces of wood. 1, 2. One here, one here. The motor needs to come past this red. If I leave it like that, the motor's hitting on the floor. So you look. I should really unsolder these wires, but I'll go do that in a minute. But put this apart. That's too far apart. See that? That's too far apart. A little bit closer. That's it. So that it's got something to sit on, and then put your nail back in there and tap. Check the impeller. Is it out? Not quite. Or you can hold it in the sky like that. Is that out now? I think that might be out now. What I'm going to do now, yeah, that's out. So the impeller's free. Now the motor can come out, only these 2 wires are blocking it. So I'm going to go inside, if you can even see what I've done. I'm going to go inside, put the iron on, do this and that, and I'll be back with this wire removed. Over. Okay, now I've unsoldered these wires and I'm back. Who wants to have a go at one of these? You might want to unsolder the wires first before you do the banging with the nail. With your nail, you might want to also grind or file or snip off the sharp point. You don't need a real sharp point on it. You want it blunt. If you want it sharp, something will go wrong. Anyway, so this should just come out now. If I grab there, move these wires out the way I'm pointing, I should be able to take this plate off and grab this by the shaft. Grab it by the shaft. It's slippery. That shaft is slippery. Long nose pliers from there to there. Now I've got it most of the way out. Obviously something's not right. I'll try try a bit more with this nail thing. There we go. It wasn't quite released from the... Now there's my motor. I get a rag. I took this. This is the rubber washer, rubber seal. There's two of them there. There's not two because you need two. There's two because that's how much thickness it had to be. They didn't have one thick one, so they put two skinny ones. I take this shit off. Cleaning. Okay, that's really clean now. Now I need to get out the brushes and shit. The way that's done, you either make a tool or you got a tool or this or that. I happen to have a I got this screwdriver with a whole bunch of 5 screwdrivers. This one had like, I don't know. Anyway, it goes to a point, and it goes to a point. If you look around here, there's a tab and a tab on that side. They're folded over and they hold this back plate on, so I've got to get under that. And straighten it up. You could snap it. If you bend it too far, you'll snap it. If you don't bend it far enough, you can't get the plate off. So, but always remember, the motor was stuffed anyway. Okay, now I've straightened them out. Now I'm going to use these long noses to just straighten it up a little bit more. Just bent enough to clear for this thing here to clear. Now I'm going to push on the shaft. That will hopefully do that. Oh fuck! I just broke something. No, yeah, did I? Yeah, no. This is the outside bit. That's called the outside bit. That's the proper name for it. Except for the people who went to big kids school, they call it something else. This is proper name is called the inside bit. Oh shit! It's stuffed. There's no point in me going any further. There's a little washer there. I'll take it. I doubt it. I destroyed that when I was mucking around. I can't. Here's the story with this. I'm not going to show any more than this. I'll just show you. I can throw mine away now. This is the commutator. It's got three separate pieces of copper. What am I pointing on? I'll clean it a bit more. Where's my pointer? Here. If you look, there's three separate copper plates, and there's 3 separate coils. This coil and this coil goes to that one. This coil and this coil goes to that one, and this coil and this coil goes to that one. Anyway, if you look at this, there's a groove there. It's cut in my brushes, maybe on a previous occasion or recently. This should be a nice shiny flat piece of copper. It's got a nasty gouge there. I was going to like sandpaper it. You know how you do your ass with the towel? You do that on there, which it may have come out. If you've got a lathe, you could put it in a lathe and turn it. But when I go to this one, look here, big piece lifted, stuffed, and this one stuffed. This part of the commutator here, Who can see that? I don't know who can see that. But this part here, I can't see with my glasses. This part here is still good, but this part's fucked. And that's the part where the... Anyway, so there's that. And this is the arse of the pump. My brushes are gone. I snapped that one when I done a manoeuvre there. But anyway, that brush is got, this brush is totally worn out, and that one's missing. I don't know, did I snap it or this or that? But anyway, the idea is, at least you've got an idea how does it look now. Who likes to know how does it look? But yeah, this one's damaged. The people in India, they would repair that somehow. They're crazy, not crazy, but hard to believe the amount of effort they go to save shit like this. Like if this was a $2,000 motor, you would. But you know, for $30 in that country, it's like a shithole, and $1 is like $10 here. So $20 would be like 200, and $25 would be like 250. So it'd be for $250, it might be worth your while. I mean, what else is going to do? Go play in a shit-covered street and get a disease? Might as well do that. Anyway, that's stuff. I'm not gonna. I don't know what to show. Anyway, and if I did manage to repair that, I'd put it all back together, motor back in, this and that. Clean it with alcohol. Put some silicone. Clean this with alcohol. Line it up how it's supposed to go, like that, somewhere. Solder that to the thing. Line it up with the silicone, like that. Put maybe 1 or 2 lacquer bands around just to hold it down, or a clamp if you've got that. And wait 24 hours. Don't be silly like me and wait 3 hours when the silicone is sort of not too bad. Leave it for 24 hours to dry. I let it go. I couldn't wait, and water got in. Anyway, that's that. I hope you learned something from that. Over.